Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another episode of looking for my dad's next car, which is going to be replacing this car, his BMW Z4, which is looking rather resplendent in the sunshine.
Yeah, I did have it clean recently, actually.
Very good, very good. Looking after your cars finally.
Well, once a year maybe.
But for those who may have not seen this series, or for those who have been watching but have forgotten, we are looking for the next car for Dad to replace this. And as a recap, what is it you're looking for?
Yeah, so, well, we have now got a dog and a grandson.
Yes.
And so I'm looking for something that is going to be more practical.
Yes.
I mean, practical more than this.
Yes.
So I'm not looking for an estate car, but a car that I could fit possibly a dog and a grandchild in. So maybe a four-seater, 2+2.
But the key thing is still convertible.
But I still want it to be convertible because I just love the convertible, particularly with weather like this. It's just, you can't beat it, can you?
Exactly.
But yeah, just that little bit more practicality.
Yeah. And so far we've test driven a BMW 335i, which was a little bit underwhelming, an Audi S4, which was also a little bit underwhelming. And today we're test driving a Mercedes CLK, and we're filming this retrospectively. And this is a really interesting one, actually.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be quite surprised, maybe as surprised as we were. And behind the scenes, you've also test driven a number of other sort of derivatives of those cars, but still not quite on a decision.
Haven't quite nailed it yet, no.
So we have a CLK to do.
Yeah.
And we have definitely a BMW 6 Series.
Yes,
I think that would be interesting.
Looking forward to that.
I'd really like to test drive one of those. And then we'll go from there, really. So, let's, without any further ado, jump in the Range Rover. And, you'll join us on our test drive of the Mercedes CLK 350.
Brilliant.
So what have we got here, then?
So this is the CLK350, which is a 3.5 litre.
What was it, 2006?
2006, yeah.
Or there's a 280 here, which
and
is...
there's a 280 there, which is 2007.
I think we want the 350, don't we?
Do.
So this is quite funny, actually, because this is basically the updated model of my former CLK.
And to be honest, that's why we're driving it, is because...
Is it?
Yeah, because I had a bit of a soft spot for your CLK.
It's got the seatbelt handles as well, this one.
Oh, is it?
You just open and close your door. And close it.
Ah! That's very cool.
That's it, we're buying it. Sold! This car's only got 48,000 miles on it.
Has it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's showing some signs of age, but I mean...
So the other thing this thing's got, which you may or may not have noticed so far, is flappy paddles.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Can I just say, though, in comparison to the S4,
yeah,
it's extremely nicely spec'd in here, because we've got heated seats.
Yeah. Did the S4 have heated seats? I didn't look.
Is that the...
Oh, is this the heated, is this the air coming out the back or something?
No, that's not that. I think that's something to do with the rear headrest.
Oh, yes, it's just that they go up and down.
Or is it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like they fold down, doesn't it?
Look. Oh, that's just looking the car.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got this.
Yeah.
Map screen, not touch screen. Video. No video. Smooth. Matt from High Peak Auto says you should always check the radio station before buying a car, because it tells you a lot about the person that owned it before you.
Really?
So if this was on London Underground Scene FM,
then you know that it's probably someone who hadn't
looked after the car and drove it.
Yeah.
You know, like they stole it.
Yeah.
So Smooth, I'd say that's somewhere in between Radio 4 and...
Yeah, Smooth is...
Well, Smooth acceptable. Smooth FM. And lots of seat controls. Got all of the sort of bolster, lumbar adjustment there.
Everything on there.
Memory seats, passenger and driver here. Very nice. And even headrest adjustment. You don't have that on the S4.
No.
Electric headrest adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
It's very, very tricked out, actually, for a 2006 car.
And it's also got metal... oh, no, that's... Oh, it's got that funny...
Foot brake.
Foot brake, but it's metal.
That's nice. For a 2006 car, in comparison to the equivalent 3 Series or S4,
yeah,
as we now know, or Audi, should I say, it seems pretty up there.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, it's very comfortable.
I like it.
I like it. Well, I want to go and look at the old man spec one next door.
Okay, let's go have a look. These wheels are much nicer than these sort of boy racer ones.
Yeah.
Which I think the offset is wrong on. These look really original and nice. This 280's got a little ducktail sort of lip on it as well, which I quite like, actually. That's pretty horrible, isn't it? This aftermarket
stereo,
stereo,
isn't it? It's pretty horrible.
And it smells like an old man in here.
Yeah.
It smells like a care home.
And it's not me.
You sure?
See, I really like the old man bit of wood.
Yeah, the wood veneer.
It's nice, isn't it?
Lovely.
It just makes it feel that bit classier to me.
But we don't have electric seats here. But we do still have the electric lumbar adjustment, which is nice.
Which is weird.
And we still have heated seats. And yeah, both of these cars that we're in have front and rear parking sensors.
So I mean, the manual seat adjustment wouldn't bother me too much, to be honest with you.
And tell you what, the other thing I really like, if you just turn the lights on, no, other side,
Oh, here.
and again, makes it easier to see, the clock dial. So you have speedo, revs on the right, and then just a clock
Oh,
on the
yeah.
left, which I think is lovely.
That's quite nice.
I think that's really, really nice.
It is quite stylish, I have to say.
I have to say, I'm genuinely pleasantly surprised with the interiors on these.
Yeah.
I think my favourite out of all three that we've done so far, the Audi, the Beamer, and now this, I think this is my favourite for sure, in terms of just a place to sit.
Yeah.
And I love on these Mercs this sort of the way the leather is sort of
Yes.
Do you know,
slightly ruffled.
ruffled. Yeah, it just says money.
I agree, because we've got leather to waste.
Yeah, we got leather to waste. Wow,
I mean, that's got some serious poke, hasn't it?
it's quite impressive actually. All right, well, Mercedes CLK, I think this has been the biggest surprise. Well, the only surprise, to be honest. I mean, everything else has been as expected, and the S4 was maybe a little bit underwhelming.
Yes.
But that,
Yeah.
I think that was quite the opposite. I mean, I
know.
didn't drive it, and I'm quite giddy about that.
Yeah, really surprising. Really surprising. So it was the 3.5. The acceleration immediately was like, okay, here we go. You know, you can
Felt
feel
more than
it felt like it had some beans. I mean, again, not throwing you into the back of the seat sort of acceleration,
no, but it felt.
but really, just really solid, if that's the right
Yeah.
word.
And the noise from that V6.
And the noise
as
from
well.
the V6,
Really nice.
yeah, really nice noise from the V6, and just the interior just held up, didn't it? In terms of obviously it's not a modern interior, but in terms of condition, it was obviously a well looked after example. What it definitely felt like was an upgrade to your CLK.
Like night and day.
Night
though.
and
I mean,
day.
it was beyond an upgrade. It was
and it
a
felt
completely different car.
I mean, I didn't really get a chance to hoon it around any corners, but it's still, even what I did feel, it felt much more solid than yours. Yours always felt a bit wallowy.
Yeah. But did it feel a bit boat-like?
No, not as much as I expected it to. I mean, you know, even the steering felt relatively responsive,
direct, yeah.
and direct. I mean, of course, I didn't really get a chance to. You're thinking about so many things, aren't you, when you're test driving a car? And
for sure.
And I didn't, and it wasn't particularly long routes that we did. So,
and can I just say, for the age of the car, so that was 2006.
2006, yeah.
Compared to your equivalent Audi, maybe the A4 convertible or 3 Series convertible, I think the spec,
yes,
things like electronic steering wheel, adjustment, obviously it had electric seats and stuff, but it even had like electric headrests, and which this Range Rover has, but it's a different car.
I mean, I'm not as bothered by those things as you are.
No, but I think it's merit to that car actually. I wouldn't have known. I mean, I think they're lovely things to have, and it makes it feel a bit more special to have all of these nice little toys.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely felt more premium, didn't it, than the S4 for sure.
Massively so, yeah. Really surprisingly.
I would say that 335i that we drove felt premium to me.
Yeah.
You know, that was in really good nick. It had the red leather and the black, piano black. And again, just really, I mean, I just like those BMW interiors. I've got very used to my Z4 interior, and I just like the simplicity of the Z4 interior, actually.
I agree. I mean, yeah, I did. I mean, the 3 Series interior, the E9X generation, was probably the sweet spot for BMW.
Yes.
But I have to say, actually, if I had the choice between spending a 3-hour drive in that CLK or the Beamer, I'd definitely choose the Merc.
Would you?
Just from seats, toys alone.
Yeah.
And like the dials are great, but then you've got the clock
Yeah, that
on
was
the left.
nice.
I think
that was nice.
When you're buying a used car, as we spoke about the 3 Series, a CLK like that is very unlikely to have been owned by a boy racer.
That is true.
So you are going to find that they probably, you know, parts of them will probably last a bit longer, or they at least have been replaced. And the service schedule, if you check that, you're probably more likely to find that it's been, you know. So that is definitely something to,
for sure,
that merits the CLKs as well.
I mean, the interesting thing about that one, it had a sticker still in the.
It did.
On the rear passenger
16,
console.
17-year-old car, and it literally still has an original rear passengers must wear seatbelts at all times sticker
yeah,
that hadn't been removed.
And
I mean, that's amazing.
It's possible that no one ever sat in the back.
Quite possible, yeah.
Because it was in really, really good nick, and even it had, you know, the original first aid kit hadn't been touched, the original jack hadn't been touched,
and that would have been a near as makes no difference 50 grand car.
Yeah,
when that came out.
It's crazy, isn't it?
You know. So to summarise then, this has been interesting. The plot thickens.
The plot thickens.
I was sort of thinking we'd probably do this, maybe a 6 Series, and then we'd go and buy a 3 Series, but
no,
I don't know. The 6 Series might surprise you yet, but the CLK is definitely one you want to investigate more. Yeah, I mean, let us know again, as with the other videos, what you think about the CLK. I have to say, I think I could imagine you in one of those, more so even than the 3 Series. It just suits you quite well. And I don't actually mean it for once in an offensive way. I actually think they're quite cool cars.
Yeah.
Maybe don't get the attention they deserve, and yeah, who knows? So let's go home and look at Auto Trader.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, comment below if you own a car like that, you have had a CLK, want to share your experience with us, or you know, just let us know your thoughts on the one we've just looked at.
Yeah.
We're really interested to hear from you. So thank you all again for watching, and we're going to do it jointly again.
Yeah.
We'll see you all again very, very soon.